the Jeff Meacham Network, Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment.
Hi there. Scoot over and get a little more center, a little more professional, if I may. I'm going to give everybody a couple minutes to realize that things are happening. But welcome to this, what is definitely going to be a unique offering from little old me. I am Jeff Meacham, for those of you that are not aware. And if you're not aware, that's cool. Hey, it's I'm not everybody's cup of tea nor a shot of whiskey, whatever you want to call it. So I'm not feeling better. And I will definitely talk about Mr. Khan on Saturday. And the Flanders kids will have to wait for another time because I have not watched Simpsons in many years. If you mean the Bucks, definitely we'll talk about them open mic night, I'm sure, because I don't get the joke, and that's just over my head. So talking about the Bucks, though, definitely we'll talk about them, I'm sure, this weekend. No, actually, this is more of a kind of a. First of all, let me clear everybody's perceptions here. Okay, that makes sense, Matt. Thank you. So what you see up here are the 4 channels I'm going across. I'm also going across my socials, including Instagram. By the way, thank you to StreamYard. And I realize as I say that I have not done the thing. So let me go ahead and do that now. Okay, so it's running way behind, which is fine. That's cool. But anyway, thank you to StreamYard for allowing me to broadcast on my StreamYard, because that's been kind of a pain in the ass to try to coordinate and co-stream or simulcast, if you will, with the phone on. Anyway, it's a pain in the ass. Thank you, StreamYard. Thank you, Instagram. That's a valid point also, and I'd rather discuss those guys too, Jay. All right, I'm gonna try real hard to focus. Sorry. I want everybody to know, whether you're watching now live on demand or later, as a lot of the folks in chat rooms I inhabit tend to do, is watch on demand. I have the complete 100% clear authorization, approval, and support of the folks that run these channels to be here tonight on their channel and to say what I'm going to say and to do what I'm going to do. So if anybody has a problem with the way the other 3 folks run their channels, that becomes your shit, not mine. Okay, cool. I have had a very challenging start to 2024, to say the very least. And I've been going back and forth on what to say, what I'm not going to say tonight. And I figured, you know what? This needs to be one of those where I just lay my cards on the table and just let the hand be what it is. So first of all, I do apologize for no show on Monday, period, for my limited participation in Dads on Monday that I did do. The very half-assed effort I put into Tuesday's Stapleys Sports Bar, not being on the Great Cherry Show yesterday, and this being so late today. Without having proper insurance to go see a doctor, the going theory is that I have the flu. And I know Noah was battling the flu and still calling an entire week of watch-alongs. God bless that man. Last week, he'll be calling Hard to Kill for me Saturday night, as well as hosting a Simply Predicting for that show tomorrow night. So thank you, Noah, again, for battling through. You are a stronger man than I, because I am a miserable old beep right now dealing with this crap. So thank you, Noah. The more important thing, I mean, that's a valid point. I swear him and Ospreay are from the same planet, because Will Ospreay wrestles other than human, and Noah operates his life other than at a human level. They're both supernatural to me. I can't even fathom it. God bless the two of them for doing what they do on a regular. The more pressing issue that we're dealing with right now, and this is going to be very difficult, so please bear with me as I try not to get so emotional that I cough myself to stupid or death, or have to pause for a moment. We have become aware in recent months, but more intensely in the last 2 weeks, that there is a familial problem with it's cute, I like that chick. There is a familial problem with substance abuse, and that has become, as it needs to, the primary focus. Noah is always saying at the end of our Saturday night shenanigans, protect your mentality and priorities over passion, and there is no greater priority in my life than my family. And the fact that there is a debilitating substance abuse issue that we are now faced with is very offsetting. It is an unprecedented challenge that we are dealing with, and one that we are coming together to battle as a family. I am not telling everybody here and now that the content is going to be canceled, postponed, whatever. I am telling people like this man, who unfortunately has to deal without his luck of the draw champion on a Wednesday due to having to go to a meeting over this. Hey, that's cool. Let's go ahead and get rid of you. Thanks. Because people just can't bother for one night, right? Isn't that the worst? Cool. That's bye. Moderators, if you guys are here, stay on that for me while I do this, please. Anyway, I will not be able to defend my luck of the draw championship on Wednesday because I will be in a meeting concerning this familial substance abuse problem. I will also be unable to direct Top Boy Sports Bar Tuesday night for a similar reason. And my show on Thursday will also be not taking place because of a similar meeting. So that is, for now, the extent of what will be postponed or not occurring for that particular week. It's not a permanent removal of content or a discontinuation of content. But I need everybody to understand that if nothing else, I will do whatever it takes to make sure that my family remains intact and safe and healthy. And I want everybody to understand that I've been a very lucky man for well over 20 years to be afforded the opportunity to come before you guys, be it audio or video, and spill my guts, right? So I don't purposely discount that opportunity at Rare Air, but I know that I do often, and I'm sorry for that. Damn. And I just want you guys to know how much I appreciate the people behind these channels, the significant others of the people behind these channels for sure. The extended family that has come out of this little multiverse that's been created in the last 4 years, going on 5 now. The friendships that have come out of 22 years. The people I've met along the way, like Travel Jack, apparently Smashburger is there. I just ate it the other night. The pizza place is gone. Yes, there's no longer that pizza place next door. It's something else now. But it's good to see you here, Jack. Cool. I'm glad you're here. And I really just want everybody to understand that I want so badly for everybody that I hold close to value themselves the way that I value you, the way that for whatever reason you guys value me. And just know that if in the next little while I seem to be distant or I guess seem like I'm not fully committed or present, there is a reason for it, and it has nothing to do with any of you, I promise that. So just know that the content is going to continue across the multiverse and on NoDQ.com as well. Aaron will have his reviews of the TV shows every night that he does those, even now. Pay-per-view predictions, pay-per-view recaps, premiums, whatever you want to call them. The NoDQ review. We're still going to be doing our watch-alongs of Hard to Kill and the AEW shows on Saturday night. We're still doing our Open Mic Night anniversary after those shows this weekend on Saturday. 2 years. I can't believe we've been doing No Mic Night 2 years. It's crazy. We're still doing our game nights like Price is Right. We're still doing our watch along of the Royal Rumble. Greg Cherry will still be having Luck of the Draw next week. He'll still be very important. I need to bring this up as well. The Rumble's number draw supporting the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. If you have not yet gotten involved in that draw, please do. It's so important. For the Love of Wrestling, we'll be continuing with JJ. Matter of fact, he's out in Impact after Hard to Kill. So I thought that was really cool that he's doing that. Talk Wrestling will be back in its time slot on Monday. Other than this coming Thursday, Meacham Musings will be in its time slot, which is an hour before now. What else we got? Stat Boy Sports will all be Tuesday, and then the shows will go on as they say here in Hollywood. Going back to the Rumble's draw thing, let me bring up that graphic real quick. There you go. 31 spots already taken, 29 to go. So there you go, guys. Very cool thing that Greg's doing here. And I've had more than a few friends lose themselves to this. So just check out his tweet, check out his post. Thank you. I appreciate that, James, and I appreciate everybody that's reached out that I've spoken to privately about this. You know who you are. I don't need to, out you guys on the air. And yeah, to the point about reviewing, Impact. Tatilla's reviewing NXT for a little while. So I love that the wrestling world is bringing people together, and I've been watching this crap for 30. It'll be 34 years this year that I've been. Matter of fact, I'm actually on between YouTube and the network watching back the stuff I used to watch and then adding what I didn't catch back then. In this case, watching back WWF Superstars, watching back Saturday Night's Main Event, and adding the pay-per-views that I didn't get to see because of not having money, and adding the WCW broadcasts and pay-per-views because I didn't watch those back then. And my goodness, 7-year-old Jeff was very tolerant of stuff, but he's 7, he doesn't know any better. I appreciate that as well, Matthew. That again, that goes a long way. Just seeing that, being able to read it, being able to pass it on to the rest of us here in the multiverse. I didn't plan on really going over current stuff. I was just going to kind of vent this out, but I figured it would take more than 16 and a half minutes. It didn't, thankfully for me, I suppose. Let me just say something real quick here. Well, I thank you to everybody watching. We got people watching across the board, so that's really cool. So thank you. First cough. There you go. 16 minutes, almost 17. Pretty cool. I'm proud of myself on that one. That's been a week of not having that be the case. Where's my camera, by the way? There's my camera. Okay, so I have the phone kind of like draped over the laptop here because the laptop camera is shit, but the audio on the phone, it is what it is. Anyway, so let me just briefly, and I mean briefly, God help me, because I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to talk during open mic night because of what I'm dealing with, and hopefully this flu will be gone. Hey, that's cool. Let's go ahead and make you go away. But thanks for playing the home game. By the way, who's Richard? There's nobody named Richard that runs these channels, but you're an idiot. So cool. Anyway, gotta love these folks. The spammers are fun. Anyway, I'm a mixed bag about what looks like it's going to be Sting's last match. Lord knows I'm not their biggest fan personally, but I do firmly believe that Matt and Nick Jackson will give Sting and Darby the match that Sting needs to feel that closure, to feel that sense of, okay, this was the way to go. Because I know, based on what we've seen, that Ric Flair didn't get that. And it's unfortunate that Ric's legacy is now what it is compared to what it was in 2008 when my dad and I went back to Florida to watch that unfold. Anybody that's planning to go to Revolution, please bring all the support and love for Steve Borden, not just Sting, but Steve Borden that you can. The man deserves it. The man is a one-of-a-kind human being. And again, I was talking with JJ about this. This is a guy that I talked to in May of 2001, maybe even April. It was definitely after WrestleMania, so it was either April or May. When he walked into the place I was employed at, Blockbuster Video, all those years ago, and I asked him, "Are you gonna go? You gonna work for McMahon?" And I don't know what he would do with a Sting, and I don't know where my future is. That was 23 years ago, guys. It's crazy how the world works. So I am hopeful that the man Steve Borden, the character Sting, can have that moment that he knows it's okay to be done, right? I hope so. I really do, because I do adore Sting so much, and I hope that the last match will go the way he wants it to go. I've also been asked about my buddy Max and what happened at World's End and what I think of the story. The story's interesting, to be sure. I don't know what the future holds for MJF. Hopefully, lots of money. hopefully a big contract, hopefully signing with a company that'll appreciate him, whether it is back with AEW or with WWE. I don't know. But I hope that wherever Max ends up, whether it's going back to AEW or remaining with, or going back to AEW or signing to WWE, then, I hope he's happy wherever he does. Okay, I have poured out my soul, what's left of it, ginger, not very much, and answered what I wanted to answer. So thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate Aaron letting me do a complete or mostly non-wrestling show on his channel. Last time, boss. Yeah, I promised you I would. Thank you to Greg, thank you to JJ, and thank you to everybody throughout the multiverse. It's really it for me, honestly. I'm going to give a big old, send off. Just that's it. Thank you all very much, and we'll see you tomorrow on the Casa and Noah's channel for Simply Predicting for Hard to Kill, and of course this weekend with our coverage of Hard to Kill and the combined stream for Collision and Battle of the Belts 9. So we'll talk more about that tomorrow when I'm having much more sleep, because that hasn't happened until today. I actually got a decent, hot, long shower today. Ooh, I feel almost human. Just a bit of a headache. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.